What up, guys and girls? Let's read the fourth book of Esdras, otherwise known as Latin Esdras, chapter 7. Very interesting. We'll start with verse 60. 60. So also will be the judgment I have promised. I will rejoice over the few who will be saved, because they are the ones who made my honor to prevail now, and through whom my reputation is celebrated. I will have no regrets over the multitude who perish, for they are even now like vapor, the equivalent of flame or smoke. They burn and flare up and are quenched. I replied, Earth, what have you brought to birth? If conscience is made of dust like other creatures, it would have been better that the dust had never been born, so that consciousness shouldn't be made from it. But now that consciousness grows with us, and due to this we are tortured, because we perish and are aware of the fact. Let the human race lament, and let the wild beasts rejoice. Let all the people who are born lament, but let four-footed animals and flocks be happy. It is much better for them than for us. They don't expect judgment. This is verse 66. They don't expect judgment. They don't know about either the torments or the deliverance that you promise after death. But what does it profit us that we will be preserved only to be tortured with torments? All who are born are mixed up with violations, full of sins, and weighed down with crimes. If we were not to come into judgment after death, it would perhaps have been better for us. He replied to me, When the Most High made the world and Adam and all who are descendant from him, he first prepared the judgment and the things that pertain to the judgment. Now understand on the basis of your own words, because you said, consciousness grows with us. Those who sojourn on earth will be tormented precisely because, although they were aware, they committed violations. Although they received the commandments, they did not keep them. When they did follow the law, they falsified its contents. What will they have to say in the judgment? How will they respond in the last times? How long a time the Most High has put up with those who inhabit the world? But this wasn't for their sakes, rather for the sakes of the schedule that he has established for the unfolding of the times. Appointed times appears 666 times in the Bible, not 667 or 665, 666. Appointed time. So where was I? 75. I replied, If I have found favor with you, Lord, show also this to your servant. After death, as soon as each person gives up his or her soul, will we be kept asleep until the time comes for you to begin to renew creation, or will we be tormented right away? He replied to me, I will show you this too, but don't associate yourselves with those who have shown contempt, and don't count yourself among those who are tormented. You have a treasure of work stored up with the Most High, but it won't be shown to you until the last times. Not a word about death. When the final sentence goes forth from the Most High that a person should die, when the spirit recedes from the body so that it may be sent to him who gave it, the first thing is to stand in awe before the glory of the Most High. If the spirit belonged to one of those who showed contempt and didn't keep the Most High's ways, if it was one of those who despised his law or hated those who fear God, those spirits don't go into the dwellings, but will immediately wander about in torments. They will constantly grieve and be sorrowful, I hate that word, for 7 reasons. The first reason, because they despise the law of the Most High. The second reason, because they can't now effectively change their hearts and lives so that they might live. The third reason, because they will see the reward laid up for those who have believed the Most High's testimonies. The fourth reason, because they will consider the torment laid up for themselves in the last days. The fifth reason, because they will see the dwelling places of others, guarded by angels in great silence. The sixth reason, because they see the torment coming upon them from now on. The seventh reason, which is greater than all previously mentioned reasons, because they will melt away in confusion and be consumed in disgrace. They will wither in fear when they see the glory of the Most High, before whom they sinned when they were alive, and before whom they are to be judged in the last times. The arrangement for those who kept God's ways is this: when they begin to be separated from their corruptible body. In the time of their exile, here they labored hard to serve the Most High. Every hour they endured danger, so that they might keep the law of the lawgiver perfectly. This is the word about them. First they will see with great joy the glory of him who receives them. They will have rest on account of 7 orders. Verse 92, the first order, or otherwise known as the first stage of joy. Because they have struggled hard to overcome the evil thought fashioned within them, so that it wouldn't lead them astray from life to death. The second stage of joy, because they see the panic in which the souls of the wicked wander and the punishment that awaits them. The third order, seeing the testimony that their Maker has testified on their behalf, because when they were alive, they kept the law that was given through faith. The fourth order, understanding the peaceful rest that they now enjoy, gathered in their resting chambers, guarded by angels in deep silence, and understanding the glory that awaits them in their last days. The fifth stage of joy, rejoicing at how they have escaped the corruptible and how they will have a future inheritance. Moreover, seeing the narrow space full of labor from which they have been freed, and the spacious place that they are about to receive and enjoy now that they are immortal. The sixth order, when they are shown how their face begins to shine like the sun, and how they begin to be like the stars, as beings of incorruptible light. I need a drink. Seventh order, which is greater than all those mentioned, because they will rejoice with confidence and with trust, without being disappointed, and will rejoice without fear. For they hasten to see the face of him who they served when they were alive, and from whom they are about to receive a reward now that they are glorified. This is the order of the souls of the just, as it is announced immediately, and those previously mentioned are the ways of torment that those who paid no heed will suffer. I answered, will time therefore be given to the souls after they are separated from their bodies to see what you have told me? He said to me, they will be free for 7 days, so that they may see in those 7 days the things that have been foretold. After this they will be gathered in their dwelling places. I answered, if you look on me with favor, show your servant further, whether on the judgment day the just will be able to seek mercy for the wicked, or intercede for them with the Most High. Will parents be allowed to intercede for children? Children for parents, siblings for each other, relatives for them close to them, faithful ones for those most dear to them? He replied to me, because I indeed favor you, I will also show you this. The judgment day is decisive. It reveals the seal of truth to all. Even in the here and now, a parent doesn't send a child, or a child to parent, or a master a servant, or a faithful friend a dear confidant, so that one should understand or sleep or eat or be taken care of in the other person's place. Just so, no one will ever intercede for another. Everyone will then bear his or her own deeds of justice or injustice. I answered, how then do we find that Abraham first interceded for the people of Sodom, and Moses for our ancestors who sinned in the desert, and Joshua who came after him for Israel? If therefore the just prayed for the wicked when corruption had increased and injustice had multiplied, why won't it be the same then? He answered me, the present world isn't the end. Glory does not continuously remain in it. And so those who are able prayed for the weak. But the judgment day will be the end of this time and the beginning of the future. Endless time in which decay is no more, indulgence is undone, belief is cut off, but justice is fully grown and truth arisen. Therefore, no one will be able to have mercy on someone who has been condemned in the judgment, nor to overwhelm one who has conquered. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, right? It's part of the Apocrypha, so it's not in the Bible, but it used to be in the King James Bible. So, love you guys.